Hi everyone, Angelina Sparkling Deva with another pick a card reading. I'm throwing in an extra pick a card reading for the full super moon and lunar eclipse that we're going to have on the 26th. The time of this will, of course, vary depending on your time zone. It can be early morning, around 5, or 12 or 1 o'clock in the afternoon, or later on in the day, depending on where you're living. But we're going to have a look at that. It is on the 26th, so we have a full moon, which is a super moon, and also a full lunar eclipse. And whether you can see the eclipse or not, it doesn't matter. The energies are still going to work. And the moon is full in Sagittarius, and this makes very fiery and enthusiastic and wanting to do things. And there's also a bit of a risk that you end up doing a bit of this and a bit of that and a bit of that, and then in the end you're not really doing anything, right? You're scattering your energy. So it's good to be mindful of that. And then the lunar eclipses, then there is no light on the moon, right? And for a brief period. And the moon is about our feelings. So that also means that it might be difficult to connect to your feelings and emotions. And in a way that kind of clashes with the energies of that full moon in Sagittarius. I myself, it's like I feel more the energies of this lunar eclipse, of not being able to connect to my feelings, but at the same time, it's good to turn inwards. I have that feeling as well automatically, not so outgoing, more ingoing. But my intuition is incredible at the moment. And even when I'm not looking to intuit, it's just wow. I do feel the energies are really intense, which is logical, right? Full moon, super moon, lunar eclipse, and the energies of a lunar eclipse especially will linger on, will be active for a longer time. If memory serves, a couple months at least, I think. This the dynamics. That's why I'm doing a reading. So we're gonna have a look at how it's going to affect you. Maybe opportunities of these energies. And so again, it's not like that's only for the few days around the full moon and then boom, then it's gone again. Otherwise, I wouldn't do a reading either. No, it's actually for a bit a longer time. So, and I don't know why, I've never done that before. I think this card that you're looking at now, the Wild Rose Fairy, Love, I feel is kind of a bit of a theme for everyone for this full moon. And actually not necessarily a theme, but a helpful, supporting energy that we can all tune into during this full supermoon and lunar eclipse. And I'll tell you a little bit what it's about. It tells that that love is all around you, always, right? We are never alone. We are never abandoned by spirit and our guides and the angels. They're always there. You just have to open up so you can allow them in, right? So you have to open your heart, and maybe you need to take some time for that to allow them in. And it also says that you are really always adored and cherished by the angels and the guides and spirit guardians and allies, and then also, like, if you could only see yourself in the way the spirit sees you, and people also, those in spirit, right, like maybe ancestors, then you would know and say how deeply loved and cherished and adored you are. And that also that if you open to allowing the source, the creator, whatever you want to call it, to solve your challenges, so open to allowing the creator to solve your challenges, be open, to allow the creator to solve your challenges. And I feel that is important. The whole thing during this time, that if you're doing great, then this is just an extra, right? It's wonderful. But if you're not doing so great because you bump into trouble or it's just not flowing so well because of all these energies with the full supermoon and so on, then this is very important to know that when you open up to the creator, to your spirit guides, to the angels, etc., unicorns, dragons, everything, ancestors, maybe even, that they can help make it easier. They can help make you feel loved, and that you don't have to do it alone. So this is really very important, and I felt that it was really good to start with this. And now I'm going to go to the reading, and so you can choose. Right, and for this reading we're going to use master numbers to choose. So we have the number 11, and then for the numbers 1, for the numbers 2 we have number 33, and for the numbers 3 we have 55. So feel what resonates with you, and don't pay too much attention to my writing. My calligraphy is not my strong suit. Just feel, make your choice, use the timestamps to go to your reading, and I'll see you there. Right, numbers 1, and let's see. All right, we have for you Daffodil Fairy, New Beginnings, and Standing Stones Passage. Now, I'm quite certain I had these two cards in another reading the other day as well. I'm not certain if they came together in the same set, but it's typical. Anyhow, I'm sorry. The Daffodil Fairy, the New Beginnings, well, that is about new beginnings, right? It's springtime, and daffodils are flowering, and it's green is coming up in the spring and all that stuff, and things are coming to life. The messages are about creativity, starting something new, a new project, a new idea, and it can be a hobby, can be a job, a relationship, can be anything. And these energies of the moon, the full moon and the solar eclipse can help with that. So if you were maybe already thinking about doing something, that a new project, a new whatever, these energies can really support you with that and help you along with that. And it is something that is joyful, because this fairy, well, to me it's like Tinkerbell, and that's a happy fairy. Also, in a way, if you take Tinkerbell, if you watch the movies of Tinkerbell, there's 3, I think. At first, she's made to do something she didn't like and didn't see the value of that, and she wants to do other things, and then she goes off on adventures and still does her own thing, and it turns out she's really good at that. And then she starts appreciating the more mundane tasks that she does as well. So maybe that's also important, as something of a message in there for you to indeed do your own thing, follow your own heart, what makes you happy, what your calling. But still also keep doing the normal regular stuff, the mundane. Don't underappreciate that, because these have value too, these things, and with the Standing Stones passage, that is a transition. It's really going from one place to the next, and with this card there's also can also be a letting go of the old, what doesn't serve you anymore, And then you would, depending on what that is, indeed transition from one place to the next, to a new place. To can be literally, can be figuratively, can be that you just change because your energy changes. Can be that you're gonna move house, that you're gonna move job, whatever. Can be any kind of transition from one place to the next. But again, it's something that you like. You want to move towards that light. This is where you want to go. This is like your happy ever after kind of thing. And funny enough, I suddenly see a face in here with the part, a part of the upper chest of a man here. Huh. And you could see another figure here. Funny, I had never seen that. Anyhow, maybe it's also related to a relationship then, for some. That this change that you're going through, this passage, the transition, will also lead to a relationship, or that a new relationship or a relationship is going to help you with this transition, support you, inspire you to actually do it instead of waiting around and all that stuff. Yeah. And it is important to do that. If there is something that you would like to do, a new beginning, new project, whatever, a dream that you're having, that you also really do it. Because with this card, it says that a great ship can stay in the harbor, but that's not what it's made for. It was made to go out and sail the seas, through storms and thunder and beautiful weather, and yeah, that's what it was made for, not to just sit in the harbour. So yeah, I so love that metaphor. You weren't made for that either. You were also made to just venture out there and to follow your dreams. Even when it might be rough at times, it doesn't really matter. You will get there. Because with this card that we had for everyone, this is, right? You are not alone. You don't have to do it alone. And your guides are there, the angels are there, ancestors, etc., etc. You are loved. You are cherished. As long as you follow your heart and open your heart, and you'll be just fine. And these energies of the full moon, lunar eclipse, super moon then, will help this, will support this, make it easier. Or maybe it won't feel easy, but it will still then make you get off your bum and get going. That's also possible, okay? So this is what I have for you. And thank you for watching. Wishing you a wonderful full moon lunar eclipse. And I'll see you again soon. Bye. Numbers 2, your cards. We have the Aspen Spirit Courage. And we have Mystic Meadow Sanctuary. Now for you, with the first card, I feel the courage, right? The aspen trees, this is autumn. The leaves are yellow, they're falling off because here the branches are already leafless. And meaning there you have to let go. You have to let go of something, someone, a situation, and you find that difficult. And because I get really a strong feeling that you are in this castle, tucked away, in an attempt to stick your head in the sand. Like I'm in here, I'm not seeing anything, I'm not hearing anything. Try you say you get me out of here. I'm safe. I'm not coming out. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna start this process. I don't want to. That kind of feeling, But the thing is, you have to. You need to gather the courage and come out of that castle, because there is light. It is not dark. There is plenty of light. You can see. You're safe here as well. But because things are happening here, And it might be a bit scary when you have to let go of things or people, and you may be resistant to do that. But it's in a way you have to be like the trees, like the aspen trees or any tree in autumn. They aren't like, oh my god, I don't want to lose my leaves. Come back, I want to glue you back, and come here, you, and don't fall. Stay with me, and oh my god, I don't. They just allow things to happen naturally. They let it flow, and they just sense that it's not bad. It's actually a good thing. And after a season of rest and recuperation, etc., there's gonna be new buds, new leaves, and so on and so forth. So because it says courage, it probably will take you a lot of courage to get out of your comfort zone, out where you have dug yourself in, and come out there, and you are safe. Nothing is going to happen when you get out there and you face that, whatever it is. Because also the transformation here with the butterflies, right? Is messages, transformation. So the transformation is also there for you. And if you're going to stay in that castle, you're going to miss out. You will not get your transformation. And that is actually what is necessary, what you likely deep down also really would like. But often we fear the change of the letting go and not knowing what is going to happen. But there is no reason to be afraid. Just have courage and do it. And it is important and helpful for you as well that you find a place where you feel safe, and that's not inside that castle digging in and pretending nothing is happening. And it's almost that there's in the background there's also kind of like a castle, and I kind of feel that it's this castle. Silhouette is different, I know that, but still. And you've come out here to another safe place, and you're with friends, like-minded people. And these people can also be situations, but I'm just going to stick to people. These are people that you normally wouldn't hang out with, or you normally wouldn't expect to be a good match, right? Because we have a bear, we have a fox, we have a rabbit, a dressed one like that. And it's so, normally speaking, these animals would never be together, right? And now they are. And it's fine. They're not trying to eat each other or anything, they're just together. And it's safe. And there they can just be. So it is important that and I think you will find that when you get out of this castle situation. And here you will feel a lot safer to enter this process of the letting go, because you're not alone. And these people, or a situation, can also be a situation, will support you in that process. So there's nothing to be afraid of. And this is what these, the full moons, the full supermoon, and the lunar eclipse energy can help you with this entire thing, to gather that courage and to enter that process of letting go, transforming. And there will be help and support from unexpected people, from an unexpected place, situation, whatever. You're not going to be alone in it. But you really have to have the courage to just do it. So, and that's what I have for you. And I do hope it is helpful, as always. And wishing you a wonderful supermoon and lunar eclipse, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye. Right, number 3, the people who chose 55. You have, Pegasus transcending and toadstools growth. And with the Pegasus, this speaks of a powerful transformation, really getting a very strong activation of your spiritual journey. And of course, right, because it says transcending, and you're also asked here to see things from a situation you're in, to see that from a higher perspective and get out of the drama. And if there is emotional manipulation from other people, get out of that, or see it from a higher perspective, like you would if you were here on the Pegasus, right? And the toadstools also speak of this growth, right? Growth, and also that it is possible for you to be an example for others, help others by your own growth, by what you do, just by being you. And it's basically kind of like a role model, right? And that way also help other people's growth. And the funny thing is, hang about, is also this card having really clear what it is that you want. And if you are on a journey already, ask yourself if it is really what you want. Be really honest with yourself about that. So you do not manifest something or put time and effort in something that is, after some time, turns out to not really be it. And then you have wasted all your time, energy, maybe even money. So really take time to go inwards and feel if what you want to do or are doing is the right thing for you, if that is what you want. And these energies of the moon and the lunar eclipse can help with that. Especially, I think, the lunar eclipse, because that helps you to go inward, right? And you have to make sure that your foundations are in place. Hence, asking yourself what it is you want, and if you're doing the right thing, and if your foundations are in place and correct, that growth that this speaks of will begin, and you will be in a journey of a lifetime. And that goes together so well with what came up here, because this also spoke of a really powerful activation of your spiritual journey. So you're really gonna go for it soon, for growth, expansion, and transcension, and all that stuff is really quite amazing. Yeah. And that's what I wanted to say with this. I feel with that there might be a time for you to be more solitary, more by yourself, as you go through this entire process of growth and transcending and getting clear at first, before all that, getting clear what it is you actually really want to do, and so on and so forth. And maybe at the very beginning of whatever it is you want to manifest, whatever it is you want to do, you also are going to be more by yourself. You will still be connected to a network, but I feel that there will be a period of time where you are going to be more by yourself, where you feel more like, even when you work, where you feel like, okay, in the evenings or the weekends, I do not wish to, really hang out with many people or people. I just prefer to be at home or in my garden or nature or whatever, and just do my own thing in your own space. Just because so you can go through these inward processes better. It is also possible with this card that you are going to come across a spiritual teacher that is going to benefit you tremendously in this. This is really quite the process, because both cards speak of that. Right, the journey of a lifetime, and a very powerful spiritual journey. So you are really headed for something big. And these moon energies, the supermoon energy and the lunar eclipse energy can help that along. So benefit from that. Right? And if you find it difficult, these energies, remember the message of this one that we started off with. That you are not alone, there is support. All you have to do is let it in, open your heart so you can receive it, and then it will, anything that's in the way that is difficult for you will be resolved or easier solved. So, yeah, quite impressive, quite impressive. And yeah, this is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it's helpful. Wishing you a wonderful full supermoon and lunar eclipse, and I'll see you soon. Bye.